throwing on first down. Frederick escaping the pressure right. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. First carry now. This is Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. on first down. Frederick on the move to his left. Gonna let one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there. A big one. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Frederick. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown of this opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Geronimo Allison. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 18 carries, 71 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First down, Detroit.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down, Johnson.
7.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Johnson again, the ball carrier. Roquan Smith.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And that one makes it 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own place.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is... Put the right hoping for...
On 1st and 10, Frederick flushed out right. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
first and 10.
But that's something we saw over and over last year in college from him, his ability to make plays outside the pocket. And it's something that the colleges and the NFL is starting to embrace more and more, practicing those types of plays to make sure that they're comfortable making them when they do escape the pocket.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. The linebacker Christian Jones there to make the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Looking to throw on second down. Frederick. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Frederick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Well, that... A carry here for their big tight end. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jones has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Detroit.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson.
Carry on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
By Akeem Hicks. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford.
48-yard line.
This complete to Jones. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
He was brought down by Akeem Hicks. 4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Johnson, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
There's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And his pass incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. A strong running. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And from the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Lions 10.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way... supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team.
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian...
Throwing on 1st down. Frederick. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25.
Ooh, he's running.
Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it. What it feels like.
Eddie
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain. Operating from the gun. Stafford, he completes it to Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Stafford now to throw. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the gun, Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago. We still have more than a half of football to play. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Screenplay, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Prater's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
The score, Bears 28, Lions 13.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that
start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the fours, look out. He can control the game with his running.
Incomplete.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
Throwing again. Frederick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that...
They begin the drive with Johnson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Number 30.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
brought down by Khalil Mack.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon.
Stafford hands to carry on.
A gain of 3, second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with a former Bulldog. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift.
The Lion walk.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
Stafford. Got a man. That's Allison. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
To Geronimo Allison.
The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
And the Lions.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun. Stafford out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson.
Complete to
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
Now Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Throwing is Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too?
problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
From the gun, Frederick. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 50 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Frederick. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
To throw on 2nd down, Frederick. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older... On first down, it's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Jay Hawkinson.
33 yards that time.
33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Carry on Johnson, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Robert Quinn.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the left.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Frederick. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Patterson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That is caught by Cohen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Frederick. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just... Four plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit.
Stafford on first down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and it's the Jaguars who are out in front. A touchdown run there for Leonard Fournette. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Drew Brees, on target, repeatedly there. 5 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. and they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. The Browns still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they start the second half with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's 3rd down.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Johnson.
Carry on Johnson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Intended for TJ.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
And 9 yards.
Open man is Allison, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Johnson.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. This complete to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's a gain of 8.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Lions 16.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all. after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Will those change? Now a first down throw. Stafford. Jones has it. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete.
Marvin Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. On first and 10, Frederick. He finds Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on second down. Frederick, flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed down.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the... On first down, Stafford here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first and 10, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. 3rd down. Throwing again is Stafford. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Detroit.
Throwing on first down. Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They go back to the ground with Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
63. Lions 26.
Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game because right now, The trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
On first down, Frederick. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On first and 10, Frederick escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
At the 2-yard line.
They shakes him off. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Lions have recovered.
Stafford sacked.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've got to dig down Deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7 yards.
On second down, Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Got a man, that's Allison. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Stafford. And this is incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson.
Stafford's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. It's caught. Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Stafford looks to throw again. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Prater on to add the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's put that team on
Throwing on first down. Frederick. Robinson's got it. And shutting him off. Now open field. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the just done a big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun. Frederick. His throw caught right around the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and goal.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Back to throw. Frederick. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career. But he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So out now come the Lions. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
Ready. Waiting. Rip left. 58, right over there. Yeah. Right, 58, right there.
On first down at Stafford. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
Stafford's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
J. Hawkinson.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 36.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brought down by Akeem Hicks.
Stafford on 3rd down. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Complete to
Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Good.
Prater for the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to...
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
Come on, man. So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
penalty. Montgomery gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
32, David Montgomery.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd and 11 now. Off-play action. Frederick. It's complete to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brings up
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Frederick, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Frederick sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they...
After the interception, here's Stafford. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get it.
Set, 50. 58, right over there, yeah.
Stafford on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It leads
To throw again, Stafford. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
1st down, Detroit.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
Stafford's pass complete.
T.J. Hockenson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Prater to add the PAT. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Offense.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At his 48-yard line. A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. And here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Montgomery. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game of the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.